or hanging loose.
We're hanging 10, hanging loose.
Yeah.
We're here in Monterey, California, folks.
We sure are. Welcome to Mecum in the Morning on the West Coast. Brianna, this is good. We were on the East Coast just a couple weeks ago.
I know, just moving all across the country, Matt.
We really are, and we're so excited for you to join us for day one of Mecum Monterey here in beautiful Monterey, California at the Del Monte Golf Course. Brianna, I don't know if it can get any better for an auction setting.
I couldn't agree more, and not a better place to celebrate my birthday a couple days ago, Matt.
Right,
Yeah,
of course.
That's very important auction news.
Very important auction news. We did celebrate Brianna's birthday earlier this week, and really the highlight of Car Week, I think,
Absolutely.
is your birthday week. But boy, do we have a lot in store here at the auction. Man, Brianna, we have just some gorgeous jaw-dropping cars. We're going to spotlight some of them in today's show, and I can't wait for the rest of the weekend to get to some of the highlights.
Matt, we also have some jaw-dropping motorcycles.
We do. We have so many motorcycles. Alyssa and I were talking about that. I think later this weekend we have like motorcycle-heavy shows.
I'm not opposed to that at all, but for those that don't know, again, just a reminder, we do sell motorcycles at every auction, but the Monterey auction is one of our bigger motorcycle sales of the year. Obviously, Las Vegas is our creme de la creme, but Mecum Monterey, we do have some amazing motorcycles that come through, about 100 to 200 motorcycles a year.
Yeah, and right next to our set, we've got two great examples from the Dave Close collection headed to Vegas, two Harley Davidsons. So if you come see us at our set, you can't miss them. And of course, like you said, we've got a lot more.
We're surrounded by motorcycles currently. I think when you let Alyssa design our sets, there's going to be a motorcycle. There's, I think, five motorcycles surrounding us. That is not something bad to be surrounded by, but I'm very excited. We've got some great, obviously, motorcycles that are coming going across the block. We have a really beautiful Triumph. There's just so much.
So much. We also have merch is here, Brianna, and you are rocking the new event exclusive tee with the Cannonball Dino on the back.
You know, I love the Dino. There's a lot of things I'm going to announce in the future that actually have the Dino represented in it. I can't share the news now.
I thought you were going to announce that you and I are running the Cannonball.
The Cannonball is now no longer a sanctioned race, Matt, and that's illegal.
Well, I know, but I just wasn't sure what announcement you were making.
No, there's going to be a really cool announcement that comes out this week. The Dino's part of that inspiration, but before that, yes, obviously we chose the Dino for our shirt. Alyssa and I had the pleasure of meeting the consignor for the Dino, Jack and Iris May. I'm going to be really sad, but I'm actually happy that I have this cool t-shirt to take with me after the Dino sells.
Yeah, and you and I were over in the merch earlier. We also have a new motorcycle tee.
They call it the motorcycle grunge tee. What a name, man.
You said that, and it made me laugh. The grunge tee.
Yeah.
But you can find that if you come out and check out any of the days of the auction. You can find our merch set up in the corner of the arena where we're currently set up. And of course, if you want to shop from home, you can head over to mecum.com/shop.
Yeah, and you're not going to want to miss out. That grunge shirt is pretty cool.
Pretty grunge,
yeah,
nice.
Pretty
I'm glad
man.
That's like a 90s term. I'm glad it's coming back.
Like California 90s.
California 90s grunge. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I don't know if we don't have a grunge show. That doesn't work.
No,
okay.
We're not grungy.
We're not.
We're refined car intellect.
We are. And as I mentioned, Brianna, you and I have been on the road quite a bit, and as well as the entire Mecum Auctions team, because we just were in Pennsylvania for our big Harrisburg recap. We had a lot of fun there, and here's a little bit about what happened there. Things were turning here in the Keystone State as Mecum Harrisburg fired off with 4 incredible days. If you missed it, here's a quick recap getting you up to speed. 1,500 vehicles crossed the auction block, and that included all kinds of unique pieces of road art. The Kids Adventure Zone returned, which was a big hit with enthusiasts of all ages. And I was able to dive into the history of one of the most iconic muscle cars, the Pontiac GTO Judge, as well as spotlighting some of the tuners and JDMs that were on site. And of course, I enjoyed going through the halls and halls of unique vehicles. I even sold a bicycle through Road Art.
Sold 400 Zach.
We had a blast, Harrisburg. See you next year.
Harrisburg's a blast. It might be my favorite show on the calendar just because it's close to, we got to go home and visit our family in DC, but that auction energy there at Harrisburg is unmatched.
It really is. Very few events, very few auctions, Brianna, that we go to. Do we have the level of excitement where we have bidders and customers lined up before we as staff and team members even get on site. That's some red hot energy.
I know, and even when you come in, like they open the doors for you and they're just so excited. And I'm like, guys, it's not going anywhere. Like, you're fine. You could have slept maybe an hour longer. It's fine. Yeah.
So yeah, word to our Harrisburg fans and followers, we're not going anywhere, and if you do want to get a little bit more sleep, we will still be there when the doors open, but we're glad that you're excited. But it really was a lot of fun, and also, too, something else, Brianna, that we should say is that a lot of those packages our social media team will be getting up. Alyssa and I did a really neat one on the GTO Judge, that JDM stuff, so of course, stay tuned to Mecum social channels for even more content.
You know, we've been getting quite a few compliments on our social last couple months. People are noticing a lot of the great content that you guys are producing, so again, hats off. Little pat on the back to you and Alyssa.
Right. Fair enough. Well, I appreciate that. We are having such a blast. And there's something else I was going to mention, and it went through my head when you knocked down our timer, but it's all good. It's all good. Harrisburg is a lot of fun. We had a really nice comment. I mentioned this on the Harrisburg show, but I'm hearing more and more, Brian, about people who are walking by the set in the early hours of the morning saying, hey, we just watched you as we were coming over. So we love hearing that. That's great feedback. That's exactly what Mecum in the Morning is all about.
It is. It's about spreading the news and meeting new friends.
Meeting new friends. All right, Brianna.
Are you my friend?
Absolutely.
Are you my friend? Are you my friend? Are you my friend?
Yes, friends all around. Hey, Brianna, let's talk about one of the biggest earth-shattering announcements that we at Mikum Auctions made 2 weeks ago. Before we dive into the details, let's just cut right to the promo that we dropped with this major announcement.
It's spicy. Let's check it out.
So that is a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Brianna, by all accounts, one of the most desirable collector cars on the planet. Big news for us here. This is chassis number 3729 GT. And what makes this one so unique, Brianna, is that of the 36 250 GTOs produced during the 2 model years, 62 to 64, or 3 model years rather, that this vehicle, the Bianco Speciale, is the only one. Did I say that correct?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Speciale. Bianco Speciale.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's
work on your Italian, Matt.
We'll work on it. Yeah. This one stands alone because it's the only one delivered in factory white, which just makes it so unique. Because obviously people think of red with Ferraris, and here we have the white one in the Bianco Speciale.
No.
Oh, okay.
Speciale. Say it together.
Well, we haven't. Here's the good news.
Yeah.
We have until January to get it right, or at least I do.
You do. I've already got it right.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. I have until January because we have it here with us, Brianna. That's very exciting. It's on display here at Mecum Monterey, but it's not selling here. This is just the kickoff, kind of the kickoff party, if you will.
For the next 5.5 months.
For the next 5.5 months as we get closer to it selling in January of 2026 at our Kissimmee auction.
So this is a good thing, folks. Even if you're not interested in bidding on any cars at Monterey, which I hope you are, you can still purchase a ticket and come view this beautiful GTO in person. It might be one of the last times it's actually seen in public outside of Kissimmee. We don't know who's going to go home with. And if you're ever wanted to be around a beautiful 250 GTO, now's your time.
Yeah, and we have a lot more content, Brianna, coming. I know you were part of the big production that went into this. This is no joke. We are putting everything we have to really showcase this car. And I know that we have just a teaser, but we have a lot more content.
Yeah, I also had to say that our team at home, led by Shecky, did the most beautiful landing page I think we have on our website to really highlight the beauty and the provenance of this car. So head on over to Mecum.com, click the slider that says Explore Your Legacy, and check out our landing page. I'm really proud of the team and what they did putting that together. Yeah,
and if you are wondering about this car's provenance, you can find it all there. I went through, it's got a great timeline, just showcasing where this car was, the races it competed in, and all of that matters, Brianna. Especially if a car of this caliber, you want to make sure that it is exactly what it is, and this one is. Yeah, I mean, we have so many photos and historical pieces that we were able to use while putting together the website and the film that we're gonna, the feature film that we're gonna put together for this. It's been amazing to work on this project, and we have another 5.5 months to talk about it and get the world excited. And get the pronunciation correct too for some of us.
Speciale.
Speciale.
Bianco Speciale, folks.
And of course, one final note on this: if you do come out, you can't miss it. We have it in an elevated. It's got its own tent area, and it's really a wonderful opportunity to get some pictures of it and to see it before it kind of heads off. I mean, over the next 5 months as we get closer to it crossing the actual auction block.
Yeah. So come out, buy a ticket, check it out. You can't touch it though, sorry.
No touching, no touching.
No touching, not even for you, Matt.
I know, it's very sad.
Yeah.
But you know what's not sad, Brian, is the road trip that Alyssa and I took a couple weeks ago. We were at the Syracuse Nationals.
Which was a blast.
You did not come.
I did not. I worked at an event in Wisconsin at Road America.
But you had massive FOMO.
I had so much FOMO.
Which is fear of missing out, for those who don't know. Just wasn't sure.
Our audience knows what that means.
I know,
Matt.
they're hip and cool.
Yeah.
But so you were doing Road America stuff. Alyssa and I were at Syracuse Nationals. Had a wonderful time. There were a couple days of super fun. And then we needed to get to our auction in Harrisburg. And we thought, hey, why don't we take a couple days in road trip? So over the last couple weeks prior to that, I was researching. I was like, what is some cool stuff that Alyssa and I can go check out? And I think I had a jackpot there in the mountains of northern Pennsylvania is where it's at. I had to think about that. It's near the border of New York and Pennsylvania.
So it'd be northern then.
It would be
Yeah,
northern Pennsylvania. But man, I found a very cool location to check out, and Alyssa and I definitely stopped. Welcome to Eaglesmere, Pennsylvania, where there's a unique collection of museums. Hey, Joel.
Hey, Matt.
Man, I am excited to be here and see what you guys have in store.
Well, we're excited to have you. Let me show you what we have.
This is awesome. Man, tell me about the place.
Well, thank you. This is our auto museum. Here in Eaglesmere, we have an air, auto, and motorcycle museum. We try to be a living museum where everything works. It's not a bunch of stuff that just gets dusted off.
How many vehicles are on display, and do the exhibits rotate or change?
Yeah. So, Matt, we have about 75 cars here at all times. And then every year during the off season, we rotate cars out so that people can come see new stuff every year. We actually have a lot more cars upstairs. You should check them out.
Sounds good. Hey, Dave, this is a cool structure.
Matt, good to see you. Come on in. The cool thing about in here is, everything came from a local garage that was only a few miles from here, and actually set it back up just as he had it in his garage.
What a neat legacy to like a local craftsman and auto tech. And I got to ask, what's the story on the Rambler?
So the Rambler is like a survivor car. It's really cool, and it actually belonged to a lady in Eaglesmere. She bought it brand new. It fits perfect in this old building.
So we're in a recreated Ned Fox garage. I love it. And I notice a lot of the items are vintage. What's the story about when Ned started his operation?
So after the war, he opened up his garage. So the time period would be late 40s into the 50s. And I mean, he was in business well into the late 80s, I believe. Anyhow, speaking of the 80s, when Ned retired, I can go show you one of our newest cars we have in here from that time period.
Let's do it.
You want to talk about time capsule? You're looking at one right there. 87 Grand National that the dealer bought himself and kept himself. 48 original miles on this car. Plastic still in the seat, on the wheel.
Such a cool piece. And Dave, if there's one thing that these things did well, it was going fast in a straight line.
You got that right, but I got something else that goes fast in a straight line. We're going to take you and show you.
Let's go check it out. Hey, Andy.
Hey, Matt.
Is this the Red Alert Chevelle?
Yes, it is. This is a 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6 car that Bob had actually bought for his wife for a Valentine's present that year. And he ended up turning it into a race car. He started drag racing with, winning a lot of, races and stuff with it. Later down the road, AMT recognized them, and then they actually started building a model and stuff after the car. That Red Alert was actually one of the top selling models that they've ever sold.
Thanks, Andy. And I'm going to go check out some other stuff.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
This place has it all. And I love how every time you come back, there's something new to see. It's a great Pennsylvania find. Again.
I'm having FOMO for that too.
Man, I am too, just watching it back. We really did have a lot of fun there, Brian. And a huge thanks to Joel, who was our host there and one of their docents at the museum property. But we got to spend a whole day there. There's a lot more content coming.
I thought you guys weren't going to make it to Harrisburg.
We contemplated, we're like, we're just going to stay here. This place is so awesome.
Yeah, the Red Alert was pretty cool.
The Red Alert Chevelle, I've heard about it. I've never seen it in person. Need to see it there. There just
Did
so
you know
much.
that was going to be there?
I did not know.
Oh, it was like a little.
It was a little
Yeah.
surprise.
Cherry with that.
A red cherry
Yeah.
on top. But of course, a lot more content from Eagles Mare coming on Mecum in the Morning later this week, and then also on our Mecum social channel. But again, huge thanks to the crew there at Eagles Mare. Wonderful collection. If you're in the area or if you're not, like, it's worth the stop, and you can find out more by heading over to their website and get all the details.
Yeah, well, maybe I will hit that up on my own.
You should. We'll do another road trip.
I said myself.
Okay, yourself. Hey, we talked about this earlier, Brianna.
Motorcycles?
Motorcycles. Yeah, motorcycles. We got some here, don't we?
We do.
What have you seen here so far that you like? I know you really like that green
Ducati.
the green Ducati.
Yes, that it will be the one that I talk about all the time. I am so obsessed with it. We sold one like that at Las Vegas Motorcycles. They're actually very rare. It's just perfect. Everything about that, to me, it's a race bike, cafe racer. It's just the color, the style of that motorcycle. Obviously, it's a Ducati, and I'm a big Ducati fan. But I mean, we've got some great motorcycles here. We got some great dirt bikes. We got a cool Vincent. We have a cool Suzuki Katana. Like, we've got a lot. So let's hear what Greg has to say.
My name is Greg Arnold. I work for Mecum Auctions. I'm the director of the motorcycle division. Mecum Auctions, since the very start, has always had motorcycles at our car auctions. We have one motorcycle-only auction in Las Vegas in January every year, which is incidentally the largest motorcycle auction in the world. Here in Monterey, we have a really impressive array of quality motorcycles for this one. I think it's exceptional this year, actually. We have a what's called a green frame Ducati. It's very limited production, tribute to their Imola racing motorcycle. Genuine ones are fairly rare, and this one's good. We have a 1973 Triumph Hurricane here. Fiberglass body designed by Craig Vetter, who went on to design windshields and fairings for motorcycles as well in the aftermarket. But he designed this one for Triumph. It's very distinctive. They only came in this color, and this motorcycle with that body was only produced for 1 year. We have a 1994 Harley-Davidson VR 1000, but most of them were factory owned by Harley-Davidson. There were some in privateers' hands, but it is rare to see one at auction. We have a 1974 Kawasaki Z1, and this one is NOS. It's thought that there's maybe 10 in the world that are new old stock. To look at bikes, everything about the motorcycle is easily viewed on display. There's virtually no body work on most of them, so you can see what's going on. So it's endlessly interesting to me.
They were all interesting to me. Which one would you pick out of the ones that Greg covered?
I like the Harley race bike.
The VR 1000?
Yeah, and it was funny.
That's a lot of motorcycle, Matt.
I know. Well, and it was also funny too. Yesterday, Alyssa and I were talking about that because that bike has got some media coverage. And I was looking at photos, and it was funny because I said, "Oh, Alyssa," I said, "So like, there's this race bike." She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, cool, it's black." And I was like, "Where's the orange one?" Because the photos were side by side,
Yeah.
and so I thought,
where's the orange one, Matt?
it's not here because it's two sided,
Yeah.
or it's not two sided. But I thought that was interesting. I like
Yeah.
that one. Was it? Because I thought there was two of them.
Yeah, you guys did get the chance to see the Ducati 750 that I love so much, and even Greg from our motorcycle division talks so highly of that motorcycle. It's very rare that you find one in such good condition. That thing is just mint. I would love to have one of those in my garage. Maybe one day I'll sell my sneakers and purchase one.
Something else that I think is kind of a new addition is Brian Hansen stopped by, and he and I were chatting about some neat things here on site, and he filled me in that we have a great collection of Schwinn bicycles from the 1960s. So I took a look. I'm going to look again. I might even be bidding. We'll see.
You and bicycles.
I
You got
know.
like bit by the bicycle bug.
I sure did.
Yeah, I
So-
was hoping you'd be bit by the motorcycle bug.
It is two wheels.
Yeah, it is, but just lacking that motor and that really crazy fast feeling and that feeling of freedom when you ride a motorcycle, Matt.
It'll come with time.
I think I'm getting you. There's also a motorcycle here with a sidecar, but it's a special sidecar. It's a CC Candy sidecar. So that's pretty cool. That's on display here. We were watching them set it up, right before we started the show, and that's I can see you riding that. I don't know if you drive something or, yeah. Usually you say you ride a motorcycle, but that looks like you can drive that motorcycle. It's got a vibe.
Yeah, it's got a
Yeah,
vibe.
we can sell popcorn out of there, or CC candies. That might make sense.
Might make sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know what should we ask our followers and our viewers today, Brian? From a comment standpoint, should we ask them what motorcycle they thought stood out the most?
Yeah, I again, like the lots that Greg covered are amazing motorcycles, but which stood out to you? I'd love to know if you guys are, cool like I am and choose the Ducati 750, or if you're like Matt trying to find the orange bike that you didn't know.
That pair
was here.
of Harley race bikes that we have here that are so cool. Just
that happened to be one bike.
That happened to be one bike.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
Well, thanks for joining us for day one of Mecum Monterey. We have so much more in store for the next 2 shows. We hope you stay with us. Of course, come out to the auction here at the Del Monte Golf Course. It's easy to find. It's a great way to spend part of your Monterey Car Week. And of course, we'll be back with you here tomorrow for more Mecum in the Morning.